And now, GSD20 presents What's Up, Ottawa with Franklin.
With a recent number of thefts of personal property from inside automobiles around Ottawa, I decided to chat with Police Chief Dennis Butler to discuss some tips on how to keep individuals' property safe when left unattended. Chief Butler, what are some things people can do to keep their items safe when away from their vehicle?
Well, whenever a car owner parks their car, whether it's at home or it's at the grocery store or when they're out shopping, they should always take their valuables and hide them either under the seat or in the trunk, throw a blanket over them, and above all else, lock their car. Always lock your car, even when you don't hide your valuables.
In general, what percentage of thefts take place in unlocked vehicles or homes?
Franklin, I'd say easily 50% of all thefts occur either when a car or a home is unlocked and unsecured. I know the number is probably much higher, but conservatively speaking, at least half of our reported thefts occur when cars are left unlocked.
What are some ways the volunteers in police service are assisting in informing the public on the importance of always locking their vehicle?
Well, that's a really good question, Franklin. We have civilian volunteers who, when we have an issue or we want to be proactive with car thefts, they will go out to communities and neighborhoods, and they will usually do it during the daytime, and they'll have a reflective vest on that shows that they are a police volunteer. And they go around and they look at parked cars, and they have this little placard right here that they distribute. And on the placard, it says Ottawa Police Department right at the top, and it lists the name of the employee or the officer who places the card. But some of the things that they have as check boxes on this card are, your vehicle appears to be secure, keep up the good work. So we give positive feedback to people who are doing a good job. But if we find the car unlocked, we have a check box for that. If the windows are open, we have a check box for that. If there's no visible security device or alarm, we can indicate that. One of the things that I really like is if they leave valuables in plain view, we mark that. And then we leave this either on the windshield, or if the window's open, we'll just drop it inside the car on the seat. And this is a reminder to car owners that we were out there and found their car like this, so just as easily somebody who is intending to steal items could have come by and done that. On the back of this card, there's safety tips that tell people when they park their car, they should lock their car and roll up the windows, keep valuables out of sight by removing them or locking them in the trunk, parking in busy, well-lit areas, and using a club-like device or J-bar to protect the vehicle. So not only do we say what we found, the condition we found your car in, but we also have tips on the back on how to better secure your vehicle in the future. And we think this helps educate the public how to protect their valuables.
Out of curiosity, I would like to ask if there are any current monkey laws in the books.
The only laws that I know about have to deal with exotic animals, and I don't want to flatter you, Franklin, but you would be considered an exotic animal in Ottawa, and unless you had a permit from the state, you would not be allowed to live here. So that's the only monkey law that I can think of.
Is there anything you would like to add?
I just would like to thank you for asking me about this important topic. It's January of 2014, so it's a new year. Every year when we see crime increase, and it doesn't happen every year, but when we do, almost always we can attribute that to thefts from vehicles and also burglaries. So if citizens would take more time to secure their valuables, lock their cars, lock their homes, our crime rate would go down. And so I'm glad you're asking, and I'm glad I have an opportunity to tell the public about this. And if they ever have any questions, please give us a call. And the last thing I'll advise and ask them to do is when they see suspicious activity in their own neighborhoods or somewhere else, don't wait for a crime to occur. Call 911 and report it. We'll come out, and we'd rather come out and find out it's nothing than wait till after a crime has occurred and we have to come out and investigate that. So
thank you, Chief Butler, and the entire police department for helping keep Ottawa safe.
Franklin, I'd say easily 50% of all thefts occur either when a car or a home is unlocked.
Oh, my keys are in there.
Join us again soon for another episode of What's Up, Ottawa with Franklin.